Right, Posie Parker. Let's discuss Posie Parker. So I know Posie, and do you know why I know Posie? I know Posie because she was targeted by nuttier than squirrel shit activists who are part of a wider campaign to use violence and intimidation to undermine safeguarding and equality frameworks for vulnerable children, vulnerable groups, and women. They picked her, and then they fucked with her. And the police were used to abuse her, and she has been subject to relentless abuse. And then unfortunately, some elite women who have seen trans rights as an opportunity thought they would assert power they do not have, by throwing Posie Parker under a bus. Which, by the way, was throwing a mother under a bus, even though she has children, and deliberately putting those children at risk of nuttier than squirrel shit activists. Now, Posie Parker is not looking to me for approval for any fucking thing that she is ever going to say. That's just not going to happen. I am not an authority over Posie Parker, nor do I wish to be. I like Posie. I like Posie a great deal. She's got more balls than Millwall. I like women like Posie, and I know women. She believes things that make my fucking hair stand on end. That's alright. I live on a planet with 7 billion people. The guy next door but one from me believes in the Illuminati. What the fuck? I'm not going to condemn him. I'm still going to have a brew with him. Intersectionality is about reflection on your identity and the imperfections of your perspective and the limits of your perspective. Now, I am white. I don't know if you've noticed. That's quite pink skin. It's quite blue sometimes. I'm like virgin on a Smurf white. Really. I am properly like pasty face. I'm like the lightest shade of foundation that you can buy. My foundation is lighter than most concealers. No, that I wear it. So that means that I experience the world as a white woman. And that means that quite often that's going to limit my perspective. But do you know what intersectionality is about? It's about reflection on that. Do you know what purity politics is about? It's about throwing people to the wolves of violent activists so you can jockey for position at the expense of people without the power you have. It's narcissism, and it's how the left have maintained an elite social culture. I have no desire to do that. I would never, 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 in a month of Sundays, throw a woman with kids under a bus, full stop. And I wouldn't do it when the activists that are targeting that woman are this nutty. As it is, I don't just stand with Posie Parker because, you know, you don't throw a woman under a bus. I also like her. I like her a great deal. I like the fact that she doesn't take shit. I have a great deal of time for women who don't take shit and who can recognise that sometimes needing to be nice causes more harm than being willing to say that's a crock of shit and we're not doing that. Do not fucking email me demanding that I condemn Posie Parker. Do not intrude on my fucking Facebook with messages demanding that I condemn Posie Parker. Do not even bother me with your narcissistic bullshit. If you are telling me that you want a woman thrown to activists this nutty, even though she's got children, even though you can clearly see this is a concerted campaign to end women's rights and undermine safeguarding and get paedophiles access to children and to medicalise children and cause them deep harm, you're a cunt. I will not be condemning Posie Parker. Do not fucking email me and ask me, because you will get told. You get your attitude into check and stop imposing it onto me, and no, I am not. And to any woman who throws other women under a bus during this, that's a deliberate act to put women at risk. I automatically condemn that every time.